United Way of the Greater Lehigh Valley is focused on making sure seniors stay healthy at home. Take a look.
Here in the Lehigh Valley, we're very fortunate that we have a very good transportation system. Atlanta provides fixed routes that are very excellent, and many people use those fixed routes. And then they also provide Lanta van service, which would be the paratransit system.
We at Lanta work with PennDOT to provide subsidized transportation for seniors. It's important that seniors be able to live at home and get the transportation services that they need. By providing transportation, elderly people are able to get to their medical appointments and still live at home, and these medical appointments would help them maybe not be hospitalized or maybe not need nursing home services.
Share Care recruits volunteers to help people who are elderly and disabled. Volunteers provide services such as transportation, and that means taking people to and from medical appointments, to grocery shopping. We do have volunteers who go with them into the grocery store, help them get items that may be high on the shelves, locate items that they can't see because they're visually impaired. And then they wait for the checkout, they help them pack the packages and take them and put them in their car.
Escorted transportation is one of the things that United Way has been strongly advocating, particularly for seniors. So as long as you can stay in your own home, you'll be comfortable there. You won't have to relocate yourself to an assisted living facility or a nursing home until absolutely necessary. And of course that's very costly, and often you have to rely on government funding. It all goes back to that being able to do the things that you normally do in your life every day, and to be able to stay in your home for as long as possible.
United Way is part of our success, definitely, in a lot of ways. And not just giving us funds, but also helping us be a quality program. Just for the reporting issues that they have and procedures, it really helps us understand our own program in a different way. And that is a big thing. And that's what United Way brought to Share Care.
Well, it makes me personally feel very good too. When you see the customers come in here and you meet the customers and you put a face with the people that you're helping, and they're always happy and cheerful, and it makes you feel happy and cheerful as well, and that you're doing something good.
Most people have someone, either a mom or a dad or a sibling, who needs that type of care. And they're not always available to help their loved ones. So organizations, transportation programs like Share Care allows them to have a breather and know that their family member is being cared for. And that's important. We're like fill the gaps type of agency. When others aren't helping, we step in. And it gives relief to the caregiver.
Joining us in the studio is Carissa Roland, Director of Healthy Aging at United Way. Thank you so much for being here, Carissa.
Thanks for having me, Ashley.
So tell me a little bit about some of the services United Way offers for seniors.
Sure, we support seniors in two main ways. One is prevention and one is intervention. The prevention are things like exercise programs or chronic care disease management. We're taking seniors who are having chronic disease and trying to make them healthier so they can continue to take care of themselves. And the second way is interventions. Interventions are for seniors who are already experiencing difficulties, who may have trouble walking, may have mobility issues, or not be able to drive.
It was very interesting to learn how many transportation services seniors need. We may not think that they're in their homes and they have no way to get where they need to go, and United Way offers such support. Why is that important? Why does United Way feel that they need to support seniors in these ways?
Well, it's interesting that you mentioned that, because 10 years ago, United Way didn't support transportation for seniors. And then we heard that there were seniors in the community who really needed to have an extra level of care that Atlanta couldn't provide.
You actually won a national award for your work with healthy aging. Tell me why this is a particular passion for you, Carissa.
Well, when I first began at United Way, a lot of United Ways across the country were closing their portfolios for older adults. And at the same time, United Way was really focused on health. And we learned that most of the people who utilize health services, in particular hospitals, are older adults. And so we really started to focus on how we could turn our portfolio into helping older adults stay healthier.
So Carissa, your programs are being used as a benchmark across the country. Tell us why.
Well, our United Way was the first one to really develop quality, quantity, and result measures for seniors. And we are going to be presenting that information at the United Way Worldwide Conference so that other United Ways can replicate the healthy aging portfolio in their own community.
How big of a need is this in our community? We hear all the time about baby boomers aging, and the aging population is just growing. It would seem that there's quite a need, but people may not realize it. How big is that need?
Well, our need is pretty large here in this area. We live in Pennsylvania, which is the 4th largest older adult population. The more important thing is the projections of how large this population is going to become. We're expecting by 2040 that the older adult population is going to double.
If you are an older adult, or you have an older adult in your family, or you know someone, a neighbor, a friend, that may need services, how do they get more information from United Way and what's available to them?
Well, the easiest way across the country is to dial 211. And when you dial 211, you can ask for supportive services for any area, whether it's for older adults or children.
When you go into the community and you interact with these seniors in need, how does that touch your life, and how does that impact the way people perceive older adults and the way you think about older adults?
Well, one of the most important people that I've met who had an impact on the way that I do healthy aging was a man who was receiving Meals on Wheels. And he had gone to Meals on Wheels after his 4th heart attack. And he had been eating nothing but salami sandwiches for over a year after his wife died, because he didn't know how to make food on his own. So after eating the nutritional components in Meals on Wheels, and after eating the healthy meals from Meals on Wheels, he lost over 100 pounds and hasn't had another heart attack.
Those are the kind of stories that really make you want to keep doing your work every day, I would imagine.
Exactly.
Carissa, thank you so much for joining us. For more information on United Way or anything from today's show, go to our website, peaktv.com. Thanks for joining us this week, and remember, every day is an opportunity to be your best self. This is The Peak. The Peak is a production of ASR Media.